I was reminded this week that other people's opinions only carry weight when you let them. The second you stop reacting, they lose their power. And let me tell you, that is a lot easier said than done. Welcome back to Crumbcake and Chaos. I'm Carrie Shelley, mama 4 and 2 angel babies, entrepreneur, side hustle queen, world record holder, owner of Enchanted Cakes and Treats. And right now, just a girl trying to give the control I don't have back to God. Because sometimes you just have to walk away. Block the nonsense, close the app, put down the phone, and walk away. You know who you are. You know what you do and what you say. You know where you messed up and where you didn't. Their opinions, they don't mean a damn thing. I remember growing up and hearing opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them and they all stink. And I used to think it was hilarious. But now I get it. Because people will tear apart the most genuine, well-intentioned things you do just because they can. So let them. Let them talk. Let them twist the story. Let them be loud. Let them be wrong. You don't need to defend yourself to people who have already decided who you are. And that hit me hard this week. I found myself in the comments defending, explaining, trying to prove my point while being attacked with half-truths, assumptions, and some straight up nonsense. And then I saw something that stopped me cold. People are powerless without your reaction. I read it twice, and I knew that that was meant for me. Because why was I wasting my energy? They weren't listening. They had already made up their minds. It didn't matter what I said, what I explained, or what I owned. It only mattered what they wanted to believe. And that's when it clicked. You cannot argue with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. So why are you trying? Why are you draining yourself trying to be heard by people who don't care to hear you? Let them. Let them be mad. Let them run their mouth. Let them go. Block, delete, protect your peace on social media, in your phone, and sometimes in real life. And this shows up in a big way in business too. Bad reviews. I used to get so triggered by bad reviews. Like it would ruin my whole mood. my whole day, and sometimes my whole week, because I took it personal. This is my baby. This is what I worked for. I'd sit there thinking, that's not even true. That's not what happened. Why would they say that? And then I'd want to respond. I'd want to defend myself, explain everything, because everybody else should know my side too, right? But here's what I had to learn the hard way. Not every opinion deserves a reaction. Some people don't want resolution. They don't want understanding. They don't want the full story. They want to be heard. Or worse, they just want to be right. You can't win an argument with someone who already decided that you're wrong. And I had to grow in that area, because reacting every time, defending every comment, trying to prove my side, it was exhausting. Now, I look at things differently. I ask myself, is this something I actually need to address? Or is this something I need to let go? Because responding doesn't always make you right. Sometimes it just keeps you stuck. And protecting your peace is more important than protecting your image. People are going to have opinions about you in business, in life, online, in person. That's not something you can control. But how you respond, that's everything. Not every review needs a response, and not every opinion needs your energy. Think about their opinions like this. You'll have one person that's going to say, Walmart cakes are the best, absolute best. Who needs to pay high-end prices because Walmart cakes is where it's at? And then you're going to have someone who's going to swear by a high-end bakery. Oh, grocery store cakes are awful. You need to go here. Or, Josie down the street, she's got the best cakes in the world. Some people love commercial store frozen cakes with chemical icing. Some people love Swiss meringue buttercream from this bakery down here. And some people love American buttercream that Josie does. Are any of them wrong? Nope. They just have different tastes, different experiences, different opinions. And that's okay. We're not out here arguing what's better, chocolate or vanilla, cake slices or donuts, Coke or Pepsi. So why are we arguing over people? At the end of the day, the only thing that actually matters is this. Are you a good person? Are you trying to do the right thing? Did you do your best? And if the answer is yes, then let them think what they want, because peace will cost you less than proving a point. Sometimes growth doesn't look like winning the argument. Sometimes it looks like walking away from it. And that includes when you're fighting with your husband or your wife, too. Because peace will always cost you less than proving your point. And that's something I'm still learning, because I am not perfect. I still get triggered. I still want to defend myself. I still want people to understand me, especially when I'm trying to do the right thing and I'm trying to be genuine. But I'm starting to realize not everyone deserves an explanation. And another thing that I had to learn: just because someone is loud does not mean they are right. People love to throw around facts, but a lot of times they're not facts. They are partial truths. It's pieces of a story. It's one side. It's what they want to believe. And when people are emotional, angry, or already biased, they will grab onto those pieces and they will run with them like it's the whole truth. They will twist that story to fit whatever narrative they want. It's like calling someone a monster without knowing what led them up to that moment. If a dad shoots someone breaking into his house, attacking his child, is he a murderer? He is. But let's not forget to mention that it was self-defense. Or saying someone lied without understanding the circumstances. Sometimes circumstances change, information change, the situation evolves. They're not lying. You just don't have the updated truth. You don't have the facts. You don't have the whole story. That's not facts. That's a story missing pieces. And the hardest part, no matter what you say, no matter how you explain it, you are not going to change their mind, because they're not looking for the truth. They're looking to be right. And that's when you just have to stop. Stop explaining. Stop defending. Stop trying to prove yourself, because you cannot correct someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. So let them. Let them believe what they want. Let them say what they want. Because peace will always matter more than proving your side to someone who already chose theirs. Some people don't want clarity. They want control. They want reaction. They want to pull you into their chaos. And the moment you stop giving that to them, they lose. And this is where people get it twisted. For those that are on the opposite side, you cannot be the judge, the jury, and the executioner when you don't even know the full story. You only have pieces when you only heard one side, when you didn't ask the right questions, when you didn't even try to communicate or find out, when you're filling in the gaps with your own assumption. You're not speaking facts. You're speaking opinions based on this much information. And when you're sitting there judging, talking, running your mouth about something that you don't fully understand, it's not a good look. Because at that point, it's not about truth anymore. It's about your ego. It's about being right. It's about feeling justified. And we've all been guilty of that at some point, me included. But growth is recognizing that you're doing it and choosing to do better and be a better person. Be the bigger person. If you don't know the full story, you don't get to write the ending. So, before you judge someone, before you speak on something, ask yourself, do I actually know the truth, or just the version I was given, or just the version that I made? If you're dealing with this right now, if someone is talking about you, misunderstanding you, twisting things and all the details, take a step back and ask yourself, is this even worth my peace? Because not every opinion deserves your energy. Not every accusation deserves your response. And not every situation deserves access to you. You know who you are. God knows who you are, and that's enough. Let them think what they want. Let them say what they want. You keep being who you are without explaining it to people who already decided who you aren't. And if you were doing your best, let them. If you're not doing your best, and there's some truth to what they're saying, maybe this is your cue to do better. If this is something you're going through right now, you're not alone. Drop a comment or send me a message. I am always here to help. Thanks for being part of my chaos with me. And remember, when life gets crummy, you've always got something sweet to look forward to. Have a great night, guys. Let them.